Now your first warm weather forecast with meteorologist Kevin Doom.
Here's a live look over the Javon Bay Hospital in East Rockford using our Mercy L SkyTrack. We have some pretty dense low-lying fog out there at the moment, and we're not the only ones. Dense fog is elsewhere throughout pretty much the entirety of the state line. Temperatures are currently in the upper 30s to lower 40s. We're at 43 right now in Rockford, which is actually the warmest that we've been all day. 42 degrees is the current temperature in DeKalb, 42 in Rochelle. 41 is the current temperature in Freeport. These temperatures will continue to warm up through the evening and even through the overnight hours. If you look at some of our regional temperatures, you can see just how warm it is to our south. That's because we have the system's warm front situated just to the south of us. Now, as this system moves up to the north, the warm front will eventually push to the north of us and drag all this warm air up into the state line along with it. So our temperatures will continue to climb as we make our way through the night tonight, something we don't see all too often. As I mentioned, dense fog is present throughout the entirety of the state line, down to 1 mile visibility in Janesville, only 3/10 of a mile in Monroe and Galena, 8/10 in Freeport, half a mile visibility currently in Sterling. Definitely something to keep in mind. If you make your way out on the roads tonight, this will likely last through midnight or so. Definitely don't be afraid to take it slow. Use high beams if necessary. A lot of the state line is actually under a dense fog advisory. Up in Wisconsin, that includes Greene County. Here in Illinois, that's for Stevenson County, Joe Davies, Carroll, and Whiteside counties. This dense fog advisory is in effect until midnight tonight, but even a little bit past that, we'll definitely be seeing some dense fog. And even though, as you just saw, much of the state line is not under the advisory, dense fog is present throughout the entirety of the area. Looking at our recent satellite and radar, we have seen a little bit of a break from the rain since this afternoon. It sort of died down a bit, still seeing a few scattered showers out there. However, this rain will pick up as we make our way through the overnight hours of tonight. You can see the bulk of the system is still out to our west and is inching toward the state line as we speak. This system has spawned winter storm warnings out to our west and northwest, and severe thunderstorm warnings, and even one tornado warning down to our southwest. You can just see the impact it is having on a huge chunk of the country here. Looking ahead with our future cast, the rain will intensify later on this evening, ramping up and getting to the bulk of it around 1 a.m. or so, and that's when we see our best chances for a few isolated thunderstorms as well. The worst of it should be out of here by early morning tomorrow. We should actually see a pretty good break tomorrow afternoon or so from the rain, maybe a few isolated showers here and there, but the rain will be back for later on tomorrow evening, and then through the overnight hours of tonight could potentially see a few isolated thunderstorms tomorrow night as well. And then early Monday, our winds are going to flip to northerly, really cooling our temperatures down, giving us a chance for a few snow flurries, which will last through the entirety of the day on Monday. Isolated snow flurries through Monday. Some areas should expect to see over an inch of rainfall, and that is after seeing barely a quarter of an inch here in Rockford for the entire month through yesterday. So tonight we'll see a temperature of around 45 degrees. That will be around midnight. We can't really say we're going to have an overnight low because, as I mentioned, our temperatures will just continue to rise as we make our way through the overnight hours of tonight. Here's the timing of some of our temperatures. Middle of the night, 2 to 4 a.m. You're looking at upper 40s, lower 50s, eventually getting into the upper 50s as early as 10 a.m. tomorrow. For tomorrow, 60 degrees will be our high. Scattered showers being particularly strong in the early morning hours and overnight hours. We do see our temperatures fall to the low or mid 30s for Monday. We do dry out and eventually get back to near 40 by New Year's Day.